Hey, yo, it's The Building Downtown. You can follow us on social media at The Building DT. You can follow and subscribe to the show on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, TalkShoe, wherever you get your podcast from. I'm your host, Jason Kelly. You can follow me at JKellyMMA. My co-host, Kirill Kasatskiy at Kirill Raps. My other co-host, Amy Barton at Ames Bell. And today with us is a man who invented the tragic character, McCann. McCann, sorry. Fuck, I think I did that last time. How's it going, buddy?
What's going on, everybody?
What up?
Thank you. Good to see y'all. Thank you for your patience and scheduling and all that.
Yeah, no, thanks on your end too. We had to reschedule with you a few times as well, but at least we're here. Now, tragic character, for those who didn't catch you the first time you were on, Matt labeled Ja Rule as the tragic character. That's fucking hilarious. Now, did you see that tragic character and his fucking partner in crime, Gotti, Champs a couple weeks ago?
Wait, so he was on Drink Champs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
John Irv together.
Oh, yeah.
Talking all kinds of shit. At least Irv was.
Okay, so
yeah,
that explains all of the crap that I've been reading.
Yeah.
I know that Drink Champs has a very loyal following.
Uh-huh.
And I will watch snippets of it, like as it's shared, and I've seen some funny stuff and good stuff, but I'm not a regular watcher of it.
Yeah, Irv was talking all kinds of nonsense about Shotti and just talking so much shit. And Ja Rule is sitting there looking fucking ashamed to be his friend.
Yeah.
And then Fat Joe got involved. It was
Yeah, it turned to a whole mess. But of course, as soon as I saw it, I thought of you. Every time I see that tragic character, I think of you ever since then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Irv Gotti and that, like we talked about it. Basically, I remember when we talked about like whatever
Queen's legends.
Ago, that that 50 Cent basically destroyed $1 billion empire. But that's you gotta do what you gotta do. In terms of hip hop beef, though, I have to say that I'm like very, very much like not understanding this Benny the Butcher Freddie Gibbs thing, because like
weird.
As far as I'm concerned, there hasn't been any music about it, and then like. If there's no music, then like it's just two guys making fun of each other. Like,
yeah.
But no, I'm pretty sure Freddie Gibbs got jumped and his chain got taken because Butcher's all over the internet pulls over his chain.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I mean, so there was definitely, but that that's. I'm not saying that's not real. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just
make a track about it.
I'm just saying I don't think it's a hip hop beef. I think they're just going full out.
But they're on social media like fucking teenagers.
Yeah.
And they've worked together in the past too. They got a couple of songs together. It's fucking strange.
Yeah. I mean, I like both of them.
I like Freddie Gibbs even since like Jeezy times, right? Jeezy's the one that put him on, right? And
you know what? I got to know him actually, I guess, later in his career. Whereas Benny, I feel like I've been up on Griselda. I'm not gonna say from the get-go.
Yeah.
But I didn't really get into Freddie Gibbs until that recent album, like Alfredo, I think.
Yeah, that one like from like a year and a half, 2 years ago or some shit.
Yeah,
they won a ton of awards.
I know that he has a career and a reputation that it goes back much further than that. But
I'm pretty sure Young Jeezy is the first one that brought him out. Like I'm not sure if he put him on or whatever, but they worked together and then they got into a thing. You know what I mean? And,
maybe Freddie Gibbs is just that guy.
Yeah, I think he might just walk around. Like,
all work relationships end bad. Do you have some references? I ain't got none.
Yeah.
38
like,
jobs and I got no references. All right,
my record is my reference, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you had to fill out a real job application, he'd be like, I have no previous employers.
Yo, do you remember when Real Deal was battling was it Moneybags and he did the job application thing and the job interview? Do you remember that? I think it was on Poison Pen TV. Do you remember what I'm talking about, Amy?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, I have to send this shit to you. It's one of the funniest fucking things in the history of battle rap.
Okay.
Real Deal pretends he has Moneybags in for an interview, and he's like, freaking desired salary, loyalty over money.
I do remember that shit.
Emergency contact team, homie. Yeah, man, I'll say that shit. It was fucking great. You though, you're Your gig. So you're with No Coast. Are you still doing anything with No Coast? Or you strictly with Bar
No,
Wars now?
I mean, I'm not doing anything with No Coast, but it was very amicable.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm just laughing because I remember like when I wrote my friend Billy Blaze, let him know. He wrote back, it's like, first of all, how dare you? But I knew he knew I knew he was joking.
Yeah.
But yeah, what happened was it kind of, I was doing the No Coast New England thing that was in Boston, and then I was never going up to events because I lived in New York.
Yeah.
And I then in Detroit, it wasn't even like there was no chance I would ever get to events. And then I started attending the Bar War events just as a fan. And Sean Morrison, was very welcoming. And then I started doing promo for them, and it's kind of built into the now. I'm working with him and Ledge, the guy that does the
Top tier.
yeah. Really, really great guy. And him and I have been working, and then Smo has also been helping out with putting together this roster tryout card for September 10th. And that's going to be hosted by Mackk, Myron, and Shotti P.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty cool because we're basically giving like battlers that have never been on Bar Wars, certainly. I mean, they're going to get the battle in front of those two guys. I mean, in terms of like Michigan battle rap history, in the modern era, at least those are two of the top dogs.
Oh, for sure. And I guarantee there's going to be other people in the building that aren't competing that are names, right? You could Times might pop up there. Who knows? You might get real lucky and Marv One might be in the building.
No, I have it on good authority. Marv said he was coming.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that's been the other really cool thing about Detroit is that, it's a big city, but everyone supports each other. And so now I've met all those guys that you just mentioned and had a chance to really, obviously some guys closer personal relationships quicker, and other guys just like they know who I am. I always in a battle rap situation go up assuming no one knows who the fuck I am. I'm like, hey, I'm at McCann. So it's never like I'm assuming anything. And Marv was someone was like, yeah, I know who you are.
What were you gonna say, Carl?
I was just gonna say I can't wait to go to Detroit. I'm still I just got over my quarantine because I just went to Europe. I came back and I had to fucking quarantine for 2 weeks. So I just got over that. I'm gonna enjoy my freedom for a little bit, and then I think we're gonna go see Times and see you and shit, but we're gonna plan it out, right? So there's gonna be
awesome.
there's some sort of an event going on or something, you know what I mean? So
I mean we're gonna have events October, November for sure.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good timing for I think about when I'm gonna be ready to sit home for another 2 weeks.
Now, what were you doing over in Europe? Music stuff or family stuff or work stuff?
No, it was just because we've been locked into this fucking city for the last 3 years. As soon as I got you know what I mean? As soon as I got an opportunity, I just went and spent the money I don't have, but fuck it.
Yeah, right. That's how vacations go. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's gonna take me 2-3 months to get out of it, but fuck, I had a lot of fun. I bought some shit. I went to Milan. I went to Venice. It was great. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I've never been to the north of Italy. I've been to Tuscany and then south, Rome, and
I've been to Rome and I really didn't like Rome. And this time I went to Venice and Milan, and it was just like a completely different Italy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so totally long, right? That shit changes. Since you go up or down, it changes a lot. It changes a lot. I was surprised how much it changes. But Milan looks like more of a city that I grew up in. You know what I mean? Rome.
Okay.
Rome.
More like old school, like old school European. As
Yeah,
opposed to,
yeah. Skinny little streets, old buildings. You know what I mean? It looked exactly I even posted a picture on Facebook. I was just like, this shit looks like the streets
Yeah, I
that I
saw
grew up
that.
on. I video called my mom. I was just like, look at this shit. Look where I am. You know what I mean? You'd think I'm back home. So that was really cool, right? But yeah, I Rome I didn't like as much, but Milan was just like I could live in Milan.
oh, that's dope. I mean, I probably liked Rome because I was on my honeymoon. I liked everything. But yeah, objectively, like Florence was 10 times better a city than Rome.
We almost went, but I've heard that if it rains, then it is not a pleasant place to be.
Florence.
Yeah, so we went to Venice.
I mean, I
instead.
could see that the river's like right in the heart of everything, and maybe that floods. And I don't know. Yeah, could be.
Yeah. So you have to really make sure that it's a sunny day when you go there. You know what I mean? Or you stay there for a while. Because the thing we did, bro, I only went for 10 days, but I've hit three places in Greece, 2 places in Italy, and then London, UK. All in 10 days, right? So we hit like a day or 2 in each spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I didn't really have time to go and enjoy a whole city for a week, right? But if I show up in Florence and it rains that day, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? So we were just like, nah, we probably won't do it. But I would love to ride down one of those boats in the middle of the city. You know what I mean? One of those little boats that push and shit, whatever they call gondolas or whatever.
Oh yeah, gondola. Yeah.
But anyways, back to battle rap.
That's a smooth transition.
Yeah. So events in October, November. Do you know do you know anything for certain yet? Do you have anything big happening there?
Well, I don't know the names yet. I'll put it that way. I do know that they're. I will tell you that November is going to be the for the belt for the bar. We have a belt. So right now, Stackboy Chuck has the belt. He's had it. I mean, as long as the year that I've lived there, I've seen him defend it once against Michigan.
Yeah.
And then Clax versus E-Real was for the who's gonna battle Stackboy in November. And that was gonna be a crazy battle until unfortunately E-Real shit the bed on his material in the second and third round. Clax was super fire and E-Real was super fire. He just didn't know his material. So the stuff he spit was very good. In fact, after the first round, I was like, this is going to be a problem. In fact, I had actually declined to judge it because I felt at that point, it was about 10 months in and I had gotten to know both guys. Whereas in November, when I attended, I was still like getting to know everyone. And I did judge the championship.
Okay.
And I did pick Stackboy 2-1.
Yeah.
And he wound up getting the belt or retaining the belt, I should say. But yeah, so November is going to be a big event and we're going to use that as a centerpiece to build out a pretty cool card. I know less about the October event. I really have been putting a lot of time in the background and in the forefront on getting as many as I've kind of been calling them diamonds in the rough in the building. With the hope that if we get 2 or 3 guys popping that we never knew about before, that's awesome.
Is there any concern for conflict of interest of you doing judging plus doing other background stuff and getting people on the cards and shit?
Yeah, so I'm not going to judge anymore.
Oh, okay.
I made that decision.
Okay.
And if Smo's hearing this for the first time, I'm sorry.
So is it judged because it's a belt battle or sorry, I just didn't I don't follow too much. Or is it because all of your battles are judged?
Oh no, all of our battles are not judged. E-Real versus
title
Clax
match
was
so
judged.
It is because it's a title match, right?
or title contender.
Bingo, title contender. And then the one that I did judge because I still didn't really know anyone personally back in November was for the belt. That was Michigan
And
versus
Stackboy.
So it should be a serious enough event, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that in
and
and
then
of itself.
November is my birthday month. Maybe we'll roll up if the weather if it's not fucking if it's not raining icicles, you know what I mean? Then we fucking I think I'd be down, man.
Did you know they actually have a term for that? It's called sleeting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what fucking they call it fucking what is it, black ice or fucking
Yeah, no, I mean
rain,
Detroit is a hot mess during the winter for
They
sure.
call it Canada.
freezing
Yeah.
rain, whatever. Just a fucking mess.
Fucking
But sometimes you get that week in November when it's nice, and if it falls on that week, you know what I mean. If the
Yeah.
forecast looks right, then fuck it, we'll just rent the whip and go.
Mhm.
Why not?
Yeah, it gets cold as fuck down there. Well, I mean, it's
But
basically here. It's
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
3
hours,
from me.
3 hours away, man.
Yeah,
It's about the
just
same
3-hour
shit.
drive.
So, right, of course, the famous or the what not famous, but the one interesting fact about Detroit is that you can be in Detroit and Canada is south of you, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, fucking. It should just be part of Canada, really.
Yeah.
I've said that for years. I've even said it to Amy before. Just make it
At
part
least
of
the Upper
Canada.
Peninsula should be part of Canada.
Absolutely.
Holy fuck! You see the lightning? Jeez. Anyways.
Okay, so again, back to battle rap. So the behind the scenes stuff, aside from setting up, trying to get people like on the card, what are some of the roles you take care of at Bar Wars?
Oh, sure. So, a lot of promo, like
What does the promo look like? Is it a lot of internet pushing, or do you do flyers, or do you do fucking SMS messages? How do you do it?
yeah, I do a lot of Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I started to for this event do some gosh, this is my 43-year-old brain. The old TikTok that the kids like. And then
Do you pay for any of it, or do you just sit there crazy fucking posting messages?
no, I'm just relentless with it, you know.
Mhm.
Okay.
Kind of tag the people that I know don't mind being tagged a lot, and then tag the people that I do know mind being tagged less. And then we've been getting some traction on getting other Detroit-based media outlets to share the flyer, either on their story or on a post, that kind of thing, and just talking it up at the events leading up to it. And then another big thing that I've been doing is just like at the events, since I'm there and I'm sober, kind of helping oversee the bar and make sure that's stocked and making sure we're making some money off of that, and making sure everyone's comfortable and just being a nice guy.
When was the contender event? Was it recent?
Yeah, that was our last event in July.
July. Okay, and when was the last time he defended the belt? Was it this year?
Yeah, no, he hasn't defended it this year. He defended it in November of last year.
November of last year. So okay, so this event in July, if you don't mind me asking, how many people shows up? Like how big does it get?
I would say the July event was probably around like 100 to 125.
That's not bad, right? It's not a bad turnout.
The big event, though, that probably had double that, about 250, was the return of Snow versus J. Rel. They both had been out of it for a minute, and they came back and they both packed the building. Like, so Pontiac is not far from Detroit. In fact, since we hold the events about 10 miles north of the city, maybe, about 10 miles. It's actually almost halfway to Pontiac, which is where Snow is from. And Pontiac came out huge for that event. There were a lot of people in the building just to see Snow. And also A Ward battled Stackboy Chuck. So that was like one of his off-title battles. That was a great battle.
Yeah.
And then Real Deal was in the building, even though he wasn't battling. So that was fun. And it was the best turnout that I've seen at a Bar Wars event yet. And it was the most electric, because it was like the city and state all came out for that, because those guys are really like legendary names in Michigan battle rap.
So you're expecting to be pretty decent in November, right? When there's gonna be
this guy.
I'm lining up, bro.
Sort of guarantee you're gonna have a good time. Put down what color M&Ms you want in the green room, and,
brother. I gotta sit home for 2 weeks after that, so I gotta make sure if we go for something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go put some work in with times for sure, and then And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I might as well line up for something like this, right? And just
No, I mean, I think it.
go up,
Yes,
cover the
I do
event,
think it'll be
and
worth
all
your
kinds
time.
of shit. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
And you get to hang out with me. So, I mean, what else do you want?
exactly. Yeah, there's so many people to see in Detroit that we've been
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean, been anxiously waiting to see for when
Oh,
we
another guy
go
that's
there.
big is and he's been doing a lot of production stuff as well as community, just work in the community. Is Quest McCody.
Yep.
Really great guy.
What's
And,
the it seems like from what you're saying anyways, there's obviously more than one battle league. There are more than just bar wars in that Detroit Pontiac area. Are
There is.
the other league owners and staff as supportive with each other? Like, are they all, you know what I mean? If you got a question, could you reach out to someone from friggin' Alpha Male or
Right.
Is there any
whatever
cross
other
promotion
league, right?
going on? Maybe.
Yeah. Like, are they all there for each other, or is it like, is there a little bit of a resentment? People keep
Turf
their
wars.
yeah, their cards
I
kind
know
of
what you're saying. So we get, I mean, I'm still learning a little bit because all this goes back like history, 15 years, maybe
Yeah.
10, 15 years. The general vibe that I get is that we have a good relationship with Barcode
Yeah,
League.
okay.
There seems to be, I want to say, like a healthy rivalry with Alpha League, not a
Okay.
but I mean, no, I don't. We don't cross promote.
Yeah,
We're more
yeah.
likely to cross promote with like anybody could die or barcode. But yeah, I don't know. In fact, I was confused about Alpha League when I got there because I thought that they were like not around anymore. But then it turned out they were. I mean, yeah, there's no, I mean, at least in my personal experience, and I know also I'd say, you know, I've learned a lot of the history of Detroit battle rap from Smo.
Yeah.
My understanding is that it has, for the most part, either been cooperative or a friendly rivalry. It's never been anything like a turf war or anything.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Well,
But-
hopefully it's all in a healthy way to
Right.
to create a healthy competition for the growth and for the, you know what I mean, not to fucking shoot each other.
Yeah. Anything else is counterproductive. I mean, and we're certainly not for that, but yeah, it all goes back.
Yeah, and Detroit has deep fucking roots in
Oh,
battle
completely.
rap, right? B Rabbit was getting his
remember one
ass
of the-
kicked 20 years ago.
We have it.
I remember one of the
Shit.
first events that I was at. Times was talking to somebody else, and I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about how they battled each other in high school.
Holy shit. And
Yeah.
Times is like in his like mid-30s, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that
What
sounds
was-
about right.
Yeah.
I would
Late
say
80s,
based
I
on
think. Late
my
80s or
interactions
something, mid 80s. Because the
Yeah.
one time we had him on, we've had him on a ton of times. And I forget how that came up. So yeah,
Yo, he
back in
makes
high
fire.
school.
He makes fire music too.
Yeah, him and Krill got a bunch of shit music together, and they've talked about making more
A
stuff.
bunch
together,
of
too.
shit music together.
It doesn't come out like that. It's fucking dope. It is.
Yeah, we'll try.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's why I really want to go to Detroit and actually be in the same place with him, and not
Yeah.
I think.
And then you should reach out to Quest, or I can put you in touch because he's been doing a lot of the production for the guys from the battle rap scene that are rapping out there, including Smo's got a project coming out too. And I've heard some of that. He's got a track with Times. That's very fire. And that'll be on something he's dropping soon.
yeah. The local hip hop scene there as well. That's very healthy at the moment, like the music
Yeah.
side of it.
Yeah, I'm less tuned into it.
Mhm.
But that's another thing that I sort of learned from Smo and then Ledge a little bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's a lot going on for sure.
What are some big differences from the hip hop and battle rap scene, the two different scenes from New York to Detroit?
Yeah, it's a lot smaller. So I mean, the amount of people that I've learned, or the amount of people that I've gotten to know
Yeah.
in a year compared to New York. It's always New York. It just seems like everything else in New York. It's like it's like a monolith. It's like there's so much clout chasing, and there's so many different people. Like building relationships is more difficult. Whereas here it's been more organic and like just like putting my name out there, putting my hand out, putting in the work at the events and behind the scenes. And I've already got to meet some of my like heroes, like legends in the game from that area. But it's not so small that there isn't a hotbed of talent. And I think that's one of the things that we're really trying to draw on with this tryout event is there are guys like Detroit, Marv One's younger brother, Classic.
Classic is dope. I've been tuned right into him. He's really good. That guy has some serious potential.
And he is battling a more seasoned guy as like a tie-in battle for this tryout card.
Okay, that's the one in October.
Yeah, no, that's one in September.
September. Sorry, September. Yeah, sorry, October, November, September, October.
This guy Trigger Tie and Trigger. I've seen some really good Trigger Tie, and I've seen some really bad Trigger Tie. I happen to really like the guy, and he's super nice. But I've seen him like smoke boots, and I've seen him get boots smoked. And I think, I'm hoping for both their sakes that he comes ready to, coming at Classic's neck, because if he doesn't, this young gun is gonna be a problem. But I mean, he definitely has the potential, and he has got the proven track record to do it. But Classic is dope, and he is very motivated right now.
Yeah, man.
We're looking for like the next Classic, the next Detroit, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Another thing that's cool about it is we do get talent coming in from Chicago, from Indiana. Raw Talent Battle League in Indiana has some really dope battlers.
Okay.
You guys know about a guy named Tisdale?
Nope.
Check out him.
It sounded familiar to me, but I might be wrong.
He battled Bar Wars about a year ago, and then I connected with him, and Raw Talent battled him and Joey Pence are very good, and they both have come up and battled in Detroit. And Kurt Diamond is like he battled Trigger Tie. Those three guys have definitely put on for Indiana in and out of state. And we have people coming out from Ohio doing the same thing, people coming out from Chicago. So it's nice get that Midwest cross section.
Ever any Canadians, or even talk to Canadians in the upcoming like future or anything? I'm not fucking angling. I don't have a buddy that I'm trying to put on. That's not where this is going. I'm just wondering, right? Because it's right there.
We're coming in November. We're bringing a motherfucker with us to battle.
No, first of all, if you did, that would be fire, and you would tell me, and we'd make it happen.
Yeah, that's true.
But second of all, I think there's still like legitimate border issues, or that just got resolved.
Nah, States is fine. It's coming back. That sucks.
Yeah, it's coming back home.
Okay.
There's a huge problem.
Canada is the only country in the world that still has it.
Yeah. So I mean,
Trudeau invested in Pfizer so much that they fucking own them. They literally tell him what to do. He's got no fucking say anymore. You know what I mean? They're just like, no, everybody 3 years old, vaccinated fucking 6 times, or you going nowhere. Anyways.
So the answer is, I haven't been involved with any conversations about people coming down from Canada, but that seems like an obvious. Well, I know that it has happened in the past for sure, and it seems like an obvious source. And I also know that Gully had been down frequently.
Yes,
from Toronto.
And what didn't Joey Gambello battle Bar Wars? I could be wrong. But
I haven't unlocked the historian badge yet.
Okay.
So that's possible, but I will tell you that I think, I'm a big fan of Joey Gambello. I just don't remember whether he's battled on Bar Wars or not.
Yeah, because Gully was down there.
He should.
Yeah, Gully was in Detroit like quite frequently for a while, from what I understand, from when we talked to Gully and from when we talked to Times. He was spending some time there. Apparently, Gully's like that guy that just gets shit done. He makes battles happen. In fact, and like he never goes out and he brags and boasts about it or anything like that. He just gets the fucking job done and doesn't say a word.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like you said earlier, you touched on like you introduce yourself to people. You're very humble about it, and you find out that they know who you are. When we had I forget the one person I had with because it happened twice, but I know one of them was Ness Lee. When Amy and I had him on, I said we had on this guy that worked with No Coast. His name is Matt McCann, and Ness was like, I know Matt. It's like, and yeah, and Ness is like, fucking come on, everyone knows Matt. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know he was known like that.
Yeah, no, that was actually dope. I remember you telling me about that, and then and then saw that was he's one of my all-time favorites. So that was really cool, frankly. But yeah, I mean, that's just something actually that I do generally in life. I always find that it's better to assume that you're not known than that you are.
Yeah.
Because then it's always like the person's like, oh no, I remember you. Yeah, this, that, the other thing. Rather than being presumptuous, It's you can always, I don't think you can ever go with going off on a bad foot by introducing yourself,
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I know.
Like that guy told me his name. Could you fucking believe that?
When the Grand Prix was going on, we were doing so much content from stuff from the Grand Prix, paddlers, people involved, whatever it may have been, even just KOTD staff members. It got to a point where like I would reach out to someone and introduce myself and tell them about the show, and then they'd respond, yeah, I know who you are. I'd love to come on. And friggin' it got to a point, like it was so frequent. I said to Amy, I was like, just joking, right? I'm like, so at what point do I just stop introducing and say, yo, you want to be on the show? And she was like, yeah, never.
Right.
I was joking. I would never do that. But like, it's just so fucking often people are like, yeah, I know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
But
it's funny. I don't know. It's just, there's different approaches.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be that person and just assume, like, even if I was quite sure the person knew me, I would still fucking introduce myself, right?
Exactly, just to be like, a human being.
Unless it's the fifth time you're introducing yourself to the same
person. Yeah. Then if you don't know who I am, then that's your own problem. But
I DM'd Lloyd Banks for probably like a year and turned it into a joke. And I probably sent him, probably a good 50 messages. It got to the point I wasn't introducing myself anymore. I spread it out. And then one night I was fucking probably half drunk or something. And I was like, watch, I can have some fun with this. And I was like, Banks, what we do in the show? And then I just turned it into a running joke. I was like, hopefully one day he'll look and laugh. He has never looked.
He may have laughed though,
That's true. All right, so what else we got to talk about before we get out of here?
You tell me,
Amy.
I just feel like I know you had thoughts on the game and his 30,000 minute long fucking stand letter, and I'd like to hear what those thoughts are.
Oh yeah.
Let me hear it. Yeah, I'm interested too.
Well, actually, I'm gonna start. I actually didn't listen to it because once I heard how long it was and how terrible it was, I didn't. I didn't need to know for myself. And my prediction was, after I heard about how long and how terrible it was that the response was going to be no response, and I think that has been the case to this day.
Yeah, there's no point of responding to it. It kind of killed itself.
Yeah. But I was just thinking about this before we got on. I downloaded the whatever Khaled mixtape for the drive out here because of that Jay-Z verse, and then there was
I still haven't heard that. I was away until friggin' last night.
Yeah,
I gotta check that out.
It's definitely worth listening to.
You like that?
I did like. I mean, I like Wayne's verse too.
I think the auto-tune was a bit too much there. It was hard to listen for me. I don't know.
Jay-Z was auto-tune?
No, Wayne's verse was auto-tune.
Yeah. Now a lot of people, I also really like the recent Black Thought album with Danger Mouse. A lot of people that know more about the production part of things are saying that the audio is messed up. My ear isn't sophisticated enough to catch that, but the production and the rhymes were very good. And then I'm still listening to It's Almost Dry. I'm still trying to figure out the most recent Kendrick album. I listened to the Drake album, of course, the day it dropped.
I was about to ask about that.
And
Better than Certified Lover Boy, because I hear no. I didn't like it.
No, it's not. I mean, well, here's the thing. It's a club music album.
Right.
And once I accepted that on replay, and it's pretty listenable, but it's not, not what I was hoping for. He was rapping better on he was rapping at all. It was not easy. He's only raps on one track.
Oh, I'm not saying Certified Lover Boy was fantastic either. I'm just saying it was better than this. No.
I never got that. Don't worry. Another guy that I haven't had a chance to meet him, but I think he came out of Slum Village, but that latest Elzai album.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've been liking that a lot.
I didn't even know he dropped a new album.
I guess it's maybe not. It's 2022, but it was early in the year, like maybe February.
Okay.
Very good. And I at least understand the references because they're all Detroit references.
You're educated.
But he's flowing very nice on that. So there's been a lot of good hip hop this year, for sure.
Yeah, good hip hop starting to come back too. Went through a phase of just fucking
I think Griselda
garbage.
kind of came in first with like that old school kind of beats and all of that, and it kind of started spreading, and more people started doing it. And
Joyner Lucas blew up at the right time. Fucking Jadakiss had caught it like a second win, actually a fifth win by this time in his fucking career.
I know. I think exactly, and that's right to the point. So Griselda did two things. It opened a lane for new rappers who actually wanted to rap.
Yeah.
And it also brought back the market and the listeners who wanted to hear that. So when Jadakiss came out and killed verses, or or whatever other examples there are of more lyrical rappers. I mean, like Elzai has been around, like I said, I think since like the 90s with Slum Village. So that market probably helped create that market. I was very confused about the Funkmaster Flex Conway. But back and forth. I didn't really understand it.
And then Flex went up to somebody else right after that too. I don't know what he's trying to do, but maybe he's provoking them to rap.
Some of the people he's just been calling out, like drop some music. But the Conway thing was weird. He went off kind of sideways. I don't know. I like Conway a lot. I like Griselda a lot. I'm still listening.
Flex is
Hitler wears Hermes 8.
Holy shit!
I'm telling you, like it's
crazy. Fucking the lights are flickering and shit.
Light show outside, man.
Are you guys in like the 7th episode of season 4 of Stranger Things?
I don't know.
Do you guys know that show?
No.
Yeah, just like the music, you guys will listen. I was just like, I don't listen to music. I try not to listen to music. I don't know.
All right. Before we let you get out of here, give everyone the dates again. The dates for Bar Wars. September 10th.
Yeah, September 10th is the next big date. And then I will, because I'm on vacation mode, so I don't have the October and November dates memorized, but I will, I'll tweet you the schedule.
Yeah. I'll, once I get it from you, I'll look it up tonight when I'm editing the show, and I'll add it to the write-up.
So definitely, follow me at @clash_WS. And then Bar Wars Instagram is Bar Wars. I think just Bar Wars straight. And we're gonna keep trying to push the social media presence, and I am pushing all the accounts from my personal account on an almost daily basis. So if you follow me, you will certainly know what's going on, at least in Detroit battle rap. I can tell you that much.
Perfect. Everyone follow along. Matt McCann, Amy Barton, Kirill Kasatskiy. I'm Jay Kelly. It's the building downtown. We out. Peace.
Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown.